After more than 2 decades, Project Runway is still a goal for many fashion designers. Our next guest, Volpe Beringer, not only had her dream come true, but she made history too as the oldest finalist to ever compete. Her journey showed viewers that you can still reinvent yourself at any age. And she joins me fresh off her Fashion for Compassion debut to reflect on her journey, her style, and what happened at the event. Hello, welcome.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
So glad to have you here this morning. I feel like we are in fashion glory presence when you're here.
Let's not get carried away. Let's not get carried away here.
But tell me, when you look back at your time on Project Runway, I mean, what still gives you the feels? What comes back?
I can get very emotional, actually, thinking about it, because it changed my life. It changed, I think, it gave me an understanding of what I was meant to do with my life. And it's so much more than just fashion, thinking what you're wearing. It's the power of fashion.
Yes.
It's the power of fashion. And I get to be a voice now for those voices that are not heard in the fashion industry.
I always say fashion is a way of telling a story without even opening your mouth, right? It makes a statement when you walk in the room. So your finale collection was groundbreaking, zero waste and incredibly inclusive. So what has stayed with you most from that runway fashion show?
Gosh, there was so, I mean, achieving a goal, a fantasy. I don't even know if it was a goal, a fantasy, making it all the way, and then being able to carry my message of what happened on the show into even like what happened last night.
Yes, yes. Well, like you said, you're very emotional about your passion, and you said that your mission is to give people a voice that aren't otherwise heard, especially in the industry. And so how has life after the show helped you to push that mission forward?
I've been given so many opportunities, I think, because people recognize me as an adaptive designer, somebody who is inclusive, wants fashion accessible. So I get to do these events. Like last night was phenomenal.
Yeah.
I did something with the MS Foundation, something with all breast cancer survivors. This is what I get to do now.
So you realize it pivots into almost different categories where you can help women, not just in the way they feel and the way they look, but also in their personal lives as well.
Yes.
My goodness. Now, you also talk about your platform, The Vault, which is accessible luxury fashion. It is a game changer, let me just say. So what inspired you to create it, and what feedback have you received?
Well, this is a crazy story because it all started, you know, we were talking about COVID, how the sad time in our history, but there's also good things that came out of it. And what happened was, the finale was March 12, 2020, a Thursday. Monday, we were shelter in place. Fast forward, I'm living in my apartment in Philadelphia. There's an electrical fire. We're all displaced.
Wow.
Everything had to come out. And so I wasn't making money. I wanted to be an adaptive designer. I decided I'm going to sell my clothes, raise money, and then I created this online, The Vault by Volpe Beringer. And then I looked and I realized nowhere in the world is there a luxury resale platform that will adapt pieces complimentary for somebody with a disability.
Wow.
And that's what The Vault is.
My goodness, so there really is so much pure intent behind it. My gosh, okay. And you were here, you just talked about how you were out last night for this event, which is so exciting. So if you could tell us a little bit more about Fashion for Compassion and what it means to you.
Well, everything that it represents. When 6 months ago, I got this DM from the executive director, Hollis, and it was like, okay, so I don't know if you'd consider it, but, and when she started talking about the mission to be like me, promoting empathy, compassion, kindness, through educational programs, I'm like, that's like, you could have just said, describe what you want to do.
Exactly.
When you grow up, what do you want to be? What do you want to do? Well, that was it. And like every time I do an affirmation, it's like kindness, you know, that's how I want to live my life. So to be able to be invited and to use my experience and my fashions to bring joy and awareness to the organization.
Does it still astonish you every time someone looks to you and says, I want to be like you? Could you ever have imagined that you're on this pedestal now?
No, I just had someone DM me and they said they've never watched Project Runway. And they said, I have a big birthday coming up. I wasn't sure if I was going to do it. I binge watched your show and I started crying. She says, I'm doing it, I'm doing it. I'm like, what is she doing? What is she doing? She goes, I'm turning 50 and I'm donating a kidney.
Oh, wow.
Like, wow.
You're inspiring.
I'm like,
I mean,
wow.
literally in different sectors of life.
But it's also to be able to, you're never too old to dream.
Nancy, thank you so much for joining us. We are so glad that you were here. And like I said, it feels like we're in fashion glory when you're here.
I appreciate it.
Appreciate hearing your story.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.